This is to the 20-somethings. This is to the moms of daughters. This is to the moms of daughters that have teenagers, especially the ones that are about to go off to college. Remind your daughters not to give their 20s to some boy. Remind your daughters not to move in with some guy. So this young lady, she's 22. She says, "Am I overreacting? Told my boyfriend to go back to his mommy to be babied." Absolutely, you're not overreacting. I am totally sure, even without reading through the whole post, that I know exactly how this went. That's the reason why I am starting out with remind our daughters not to give their 20s to these dudes. Remind our daughters not to move in with these men. So she's 22, he's 22. She says, "I told my boyfriend he needs to go back to his parents' house since he wants to be babied so badly. He feels I'm being mean. To give a lot of context, he has lived in my home for exactly a year now. Before that, he had his own apartment. He let go as we agreed to live together and split costs. About 2 months into living together, he called me from work and said he wanted to quit. I responded with, 'Please don't until you have another job under you. I don't want to, and I will not take care of you.' He swore up and down I wouldn't be, quit his job, and now has been unemployed for 10, going on 11 months. Since then, I have paid for all food and groceries, every single house bill, entertainment. I guess this is weed. His weed bill, nicotine. If it costs money, I'm paying for it. He's pitched in 50-50 for groceries maybe 3 times. Now, in this year span, I have gained custody of my 14-year-old sibling, giving me more to take care of emotionally and financially. I've told him over and over to get a job. I'm starting to struggle with money. I need support, etc. Eventually, I got to the point where I felt worn to the seams and have not been as nice as I used to be. I don't want the same affection or intimacy, and I snap on him over little things. The little things being stuff like me coming home from work and things are dirty. It's evident he's done absolutely nothing all day, and he's sitting on his game every single day. Since I'm working and paying for our everything, we made an agreement that he would cook dinner and clean. It takes a max of 30 minutes a day to keep the house tip-top shape, as I keep my home clean to begin with. I wanted him to cook dinner and clean the kitchen afterwards, essentially. Without fail, he would cook and leave leftovers, ingredients, and condiments on the counters to spoil. So often we got flies. Groceries, I'm single-handedly working for and paying for. I mean, I don't understand how he doesn't get why that's so frustrating. Anyways, very recently I had a car issue. I was using his car to get to and from work for a couple of weeks. Well, one night a repo man got me. He had not been paying his car payment, little to my knowledge, leaving me with no work for over a week and a half. You might wonder how he's going to pay for his car if he's unemployed. Well, a few years back, he had an interaction with an officer that led to a handsome settlement. I questioned why he would not be paying if he has the money, and he just said he forgot to switch info over for payment and didn't get notifications because I don't have a phone. And he will just get a car off Marketplace, no big deal. Oh my goodness. Well, that obviously pissed me off to the moon, but also had me thinking, why has he never pulled out a few bucks to help himself, or better yet, help me support him, especially if he could just go grab a car so easily, right? So one night, after I got home from a long shift, I got dishes out of the room, cleaned up, got the hair out, and unclogged my bathroom sink he shaved in, and took the dogs, who haven't been out in too long, outside. I told them, you need to get back to your effing parents' house since you want to be babied so badly. I'm done being your mommy, and you won't even take care of yourself. It's not fair for my brother and I are losing out on things because I'm trying to be your mommy too. He thought that was really mean and uncalled for. Am I overreacting? I genuinely don't believe so, but I kind of feel bad. I know it's like, well, you're stupid for doing it, but I'm the type that had to take care of their family their whole life, and if I don't, I feel immense guilt. Oldest surviving daughter of a throwed-off family, if you will. Also the type to make things happen no matter what, even if I gotta pay a few extra bucks. But it's biting me in the behind in my adult relationships. She says, edit, tried to make it paragraphs. My apologies. It's my first post. The fact that people are coming for her for this paragraph is crazy, but I feel so bad for her. And no, you are not overreacting. I feel so passionately about this type of thing because this dude is perfect. This is perfectly fitting for a pest that wants to nest and rest. He attached to her like a parasite and he is sucking her dry. He is using her for her time, energy, and resources and is bringing absolutely nothing. He doesn't even do the supporting staff stuff. He doesn't cook. He doesn't clean. He doesn't do anything to make her life easier while she is supporting him. This is one of the things that women are finding out, especially as women are achieving at higher levels than these dudes. This is the reason why I am talking directly to parents with daughters. Remind them, do not move in with these people. Do not allow a parasite to attach to them because they will suck and suck and suck you dry until you are a shell of yourself, until you are a husk of the woman you once were. Don't let them do that. Don't let them suck you dry. Excellent Eye tagged me in saying, not overreacting. OP, it's no coincidence that he quit his job almost immediately after moving into your home. It was his plan to have you support him. Change the Wi-Fi password and don't give it to him. Make him as uncomfortable as you can. Even if he changes his ways, you deserve better and he needs to go. And this is where she tagged me in saying, another pest that needs to nest and rest. Kick these people out, detach the parasite and make them figure out life. And if they don't figure it out, then they can shrivel up and expire. Successful Voice says, change the Wi-Fi password immediately and do not give it to him no matter how much he begs. Take the TV remotes away. Have a friend hold on to them, or if you have your car back, put them in the trunk. Stop purchasing any foods he likes and absolutely no snacks. You want him to look in the fridge in every cabinet and realize there is nothing in the house he likes to eat. He's sitting around the house all day long, eating, watching TV, and playing games. Years ago, we agreed to let someone move in just until I'm back on my feet. 6 months later, he wasn't even looking for a job, so I changed the Wi-Fi password, put the TV remotes in the trunk of my car, as well as anything I knew he would enjoy eating. He whined and complained for a couple of days, but he had a job in about a week and moved out soon afterwards. So for a couple of weeks, my ex, my kids, and I all read books because no one could watch TV or play computer games. Your boyfriend is behaving like a child, so he definitely needs to know he has to carry his own weight or move back in with mommy. I would also make up a list of every penny he owes you, half the rent, utilities, groceries, etc. since the day he quit his job. And tell him if he wants to stay, he pays you what he owes and you will give him the password. But if he doesn't have a job in a week or 2 weeks, a month, whatever you think is reasonable, then you will change the password again. Time for some tough love for the little boy he has become. But do you seriously want to continue a relationship with this mama's boy? I hope you think you deserve better than him. And then this person says, you're not overreacting at all. Honestly, you've been incredibly patient. From what you wrote, you've carried the entire financial, emotional, and household load while also stepping up for your younger sibling. That's a huge responsibility. And instead of being your partner, he's been acting like another dependent. It's not just about money either. It's about respect. If he cared about pulling his weight, he would at least keep the house clean, support you with meals, or contribute in some meaningful way. Exactly what I said. The fact that he has settlement money but chose not to use it to support himself or even keep his car from getting repossessed while you were relying on it for work shows a lack of accountability. It's not mean to call that out. It's setting a boundary after being taken advantage of for months. Feeling guilty makes sense, especially since you've grown up in a caretaker role, but being someone's partner is different than being their parent. You deserve support, not another person to babysit. If anything, I'd say you've given him way more chances than most people would have. Don't feel bad for finally saying enough. I want to let y'all know that I am in a car in Las Vegas to make sure that you all get this first thing in the morning like I typically do. That is the reason why I am sweating like this, because I want to make sure that I always have a video for you to wake up to, well, whenever you first get my first video of the day. Anyway, let me know what you think about this. I am very hot. If you are not yet following me, please go ahead and follow, like, comment, and share.